While we can't delegate our mission and our vision, we certainly can delegate the details. In fact, in order to scale at any level, you really have to. So, in order to start delegating, one of the first things that I want us to do is create your first job post. Now, there are a lot of platforms out there. My current favorite is Indeed, mostly because you can get a lot done on Indeed for free without putting in any credit card information or signing up for anything, and on zero ad spend if you know what you're doing. I do all of this for my clients personally, but if some of the technical ins and outs of Indeed is something that you are interested in, I can certainly make videos about that as well. But today we're just going to assume you have it set up. There are a lot of flaws to Indeed as well, and that's one thing that I'm working on is a new platform, but that is a much bigger project than just posting a single job. So what do we do? Well, let's say we have our Indeed account ready and we're posting our first job post. The first thing you need to make front and center is your mission and vision statement. The thing that you didn't delegate, the thing that you thought about, the thing that you really brought God to the center of and made your baby. Put that in unambiguous places, in unambiguous wording. You want to attract the right people. Will you deter some other people? Sure, but you're deterring the people that you really don't want in the first place. So put your mission and vision statements in very obvious places for your job post. Now, that goes for any and all posts, by the way. Now, when you're hiring, you need to hire for a specific need, not just a title, not like, oh, I need X title because that's what I feel like for my business. It could be very unique, right? And it's okay to have mixed or non-traditional roles, especially for your very first hire, because you're literally just delegating the stuff that is wasting your time. As an example, for Tim's Tutors, the very first hire that I made was not another tutor. That came later. I hired bunches and bunches of tutors later on, but that wasn't the first thing I needed. The first thing I needed was someone that could drive, right? Because by them driving me around, it saved me time. Rather than focusing on the road, I could be on my phone handling social media, handling texting clients, handling invoices, things of that nature. So I would hire the driver. And I don't love driving. If you love driving, maybe you never hire a driver because that's just something fun for you to do. For me, sitting in Vegas traffic sucked. So I hired a driver, and I wanted them to have good phone skills as well so that they could be the ones reaching out to the clients like, hey, just so you know, Tim's going to be 10 minutes late, such and such, or to call. I just don't like being on the phone all that much. So to call, payment reminders, things like that. Like those are the two things I needed to delegate. And it saved me so much time, right? So that was a kind of weird in-betweenish kind of role before I started hiring legitimate tutors, because guess what? I could only have one 3 p.m. appointment at a time, and I needed to scale out to that later. But the first thing I needed was not a traditional role. So summarize, when you are posting your first job post, get a platform that makes sense. I recommend Indeed, but that could vary. Put your mission and vision everywhere, and make sure you're hiring for something that you actually need, that your business needs. Love you guys. We'll see you in the next one.